Good evening, and welcome to our performance of Beauty and the Beast. Please take this time to turn off your mobile devices. If you feel the need to get up and move during the show, make sure you do that in between scenes. And if you need to use the restroom, make sure to enter and exit through the door to your left and use the restrooms in the lobby. Thank you and enjoy the show.
Dismissed her again, the old woman's ugliness melted away, to reveal a beautiful enchantress. The prince tried to apologize, but it was too late, for she had seen that there was no love in his heart. As punishment, she transformed him into a hideous beast, and placed a powerful spell on the castle and all who lived there. Ashamed of his monstrous form, the beast concealed himself inside his castle, with a magic mirror as his only window to the outside world. The rose she had offered was truly an enchanted rose, which would bloom for many years, if he could learn to love another, and earn their love in return by the time elapsed without a thought. The spell would be broken. If not, he would be doomed to remain a beast for all time. As the years passed, one since yesterday.
That's all right. I'll borrow this one.
That one? But you've read it twice.
But it's my favorite. Far off places, daring sword fights, magic spells, prince in the sky.
Okay, if you like it that much, it's yours.
But sir,
I insist.
thank you so much.
There she goes, that girl is so peculiar. I wonder if she's feeling well.
With this rainy horrible.
Better go suck it up, book. The puzzle to the rest of us, it's
Isn't this amazing? It's my favorite heartbeat that will it's charming, but you won't discover that it's till chapter 3. Now it's no wonder that her name means beauty. From just a thought of I really ran on.
very different from the rest of us.
She's only like the rest of us. You're different from the rest of us. Wow! Didn't this not get done?
It's true, and I've got my sights set on that one. She's the one, the lucky girl I'm going to marry. It's the most beautiful girl in town, and that makes her the best, and I deserve the best, don't I? Right from the moment when I met her, saw her, I said she's gorgeous and I fell. Here in town there's only she who is beautiful as me, so I'm making plans to woo and marry Belle. Excuse me, please let me through. I've mistaken just watch I'm going to make my way.
There she goes, that girl is strange, one special. Almost every year that was there. It's a beauty and a sin.
She doesn't quite fit in, but she really is a funny girl.
All beauty wants a funny girl. She really is a funny
Hello, Belle.
Sure, Gaston. Excuse me. Gaston, may I have my book back?
How do you read this? There's no pictures.
Some people use their imaginations.
Well, it's time that you start getting your head out of these books and start paying attention to more important things.
Like you.
Exactly, Belle. Everyone in town's talking about it. How it's not right for a woman to read. Eventually they start getting ideas and thinking.
Gaston, you're positively primeval.
Oh, why, thank you, Belle. What do you say me and you go down to my tavern? Take a look at my trophies.
What do you say we don't?
Come on, Belle. I think I know how you feel about me.
You can't even imagine. Gaston, please, I have to get inside and help my father.
That crazy old fool. He needs all the help he can get.
Don't talk about my father that way.
Yeah, don't talk about her father that way.
My father's not crazy. He's a genius. Papa!
So genius. Look, I want you to go into the woods and bring me back the biggest, juiciest deer you can find.
Not the woods, anything but the woods. You know I hate the woods.
Just get me a deer for my wedding feast.
I hate the woods. It's dark and spooky, and there's bugs and spiders.
Papa, are you alright?
I'm fine, but I can't for the life of me figure out why that happened. If this isn't the stubbornest piece of...
Papa!
I'm about ready to give up on this hunk of junk.
Well, you always say that.
I mean it this time. I'm never going to get this boneheaded contraption to work.
Yes, you will, and you'll win first prize at the fair tomorrow. And become a world-famous inventor.
You really think so?
You know I do. I always have.
Well, then we better get cracking. This thing's not going to fix itself. Now let me see. Where did I put that dog-legged clencher?
Papa,
So, tell me, did you have a good time in town today?
I got a new book.
You do love those books.
Well, they take me away to wonderful places where there's magic and adventure and mystery and romance and happy endings. Papa, if I asked you something, would you answer me honestly?
Don't I always?
Do you think I'm odd?
My daughter, odd. Now, where would you get an idea like that?
I don't know. Just that people talk.
They talk about me too. Oh, I'm not know you. No family ever say that, except one uncle who will maybe let that pass. In all you say and do, you couldn't make it clear. You are your mother's daughter, therefore you are blessed.
So I should just accept I see something not like that.
They are the common herd, and you can take my word. You are unique, and they love no matter what you do, I'm on your side. And my point of view is somewhat mysterious. We're in my life and what I wish and feel for you. And that's a lot, no matter what.
No matter what they say, you make me proud. I love the funny way you stand out from the crowd.
It's my intention, my invention, just a world out there one day. Just what we got, no matter what. Now some may say all love is just exaggerate.
Let every daughter's grace. And every daughter tends to say her mother's stars.
She calls her daughter stars, praise him
And eyes right free.
no matter what the pain. We come this far, the way that you remain exactly as you All right, stand back. Here we go.
It works!
It does? It does!
Oh, Papa, you'll win first prize at the fair tomorrow, I know it!
Well, who knows? Maybe I will in that.
Oh, I almost forgot! I made you a scarf for good luck!
Now I know I'll win. And then we can get out of this town and travel to all those places you read about in your book. Well, I'm off.
Bye, Papa!
Bye-bye, Belle.
Be careful!
First prize is nearly mine. It's by my best invention. So simple it's the worst inventive song. This triumph of design will be my old age pension. That is providing I can find a few as all. Must have missed a sign. Should have paid attention. And not a mating call. Wolves! Stay back! Back! Someone help! Get back! Get back! Is someone there?
Anything you want, I'll go away!
If there's someone here, I'm just looking for a place to stay for the night.
Not one here, not one word!
I heard that. Is anyone here? If so, I'd like you to step out where I can see you.
Welcome here.
Ava! Wait, but you're hot and you're talking.
Astonishing, isn't it? Quite inexplicable. You're fine!
Where are your manners?
Do you have any idea what the master will do if he finds out we let a stranger in?
How is this a compliment?
Sir? If you... Oh, sir! You mind, sir? Do you mind?
Well, I'm stumped. Maybe it's some kind of newfangled scientific gadget.
I, sir, am not a gadget.
I beg your pardon. It's just that I've never seen a achoo!
Bless you.
Monsieur, you are due to the bomb. Come, warm yourself by the fire.
No, I forbid it! Lumiere, as head of the household, I demand you stop right there. Oh, not the master, sir! Not saying this!
Ooh la la, what do we have here? Have you seen me, or is this a man? It's been so long since I've seen a real man. No offense, Lumiere. Mind if I sit here?
Oh, well, hello.
No! I forbid it! I'm in charge here and coming through!
How would you like some tea, sir? It'll warm you up in no time.
Oh, yes, please.
No! No, please! No, please!
There you are.
This is just what I need.
I think I scared you, Mama!
Hello there, little fella. What's your name?
Chip.
Figures.
Oh, care for a blanket? Oh, I just love older men.
You're always trying to make me jealous. Well, it's not going to work this time.
Me? What about you with Simone?
Jacques,
Michelle?
Pierre,
Veronique?
Veronique.
Lumiere! Listen to me. We've got to get him out of here before the master finds out.
Oh, but the master will never know. Say, the master is going to find out eventually. And we're wondering,
Rose, I'm just getting married. Don't tell me a little thing like that's gonna change your feelings for me. Good, then we'll still have our little rendezvouses. Won't we?
Always.
Good. Well, if we're gonna have a wedding, I guess I better propose to the bride. Well, hello.
Isn't surprise.
Isn't it though? Where are you, mademoiselle?
Need your portrait of you. You shouldn't have.
Don't mention it. You know, Val, there isn't a girl in town who wouldn't love to be in your shoes. Today's the day all your dreams come true.
What could you possibly know about my dreams, Gaston?
Plenty. You've been dreaming in just one dream nearly all your life. Hoping, scheming, just one theme. Will you be our wife? Will you be some he-man's property? Good news that he-man's me. This equation, girl plus man, doesn't just help you. On occasion, women can have their uses too, mainly to extend the family tree. Come in, extend with me. You'll be racing sons galore, each built 6'4", each one stuffed with every Gaston G.
I'm not hearing this.
You'll be keeping house with pride,
Just incredible.
each day gratified
So unwettable.
that you are part of this idyllic scene. Picture this, a rustic hunting lodge, my latest kill roasting on the fire, my little wife massaging my tired feet as the little ones play on the floor with the dogs. Well, that's 6 or 7.
Dogs?
No better, strapping boys like me.
Imagine that.
I can see that we will share all that love implies. We shall be the perfect pair, rather like my eyes. You come face to face with destiny. All roads lead to the best things in life. Oh well, that end with me. Escape me, there's no way. Certain as story. Well, when you marry. So, Belle, what will it be? Yes or oh yeah?
I just don't deserve you.
Who does? Me!
But thanks for asking.
You know that Belle, always playing hard to get.
She turned you down!
For now, but I'll have Belle for my wife. Make no mistake about that.
Well, if she turned him down, then I still have a chance.
Can you imagine? He has me to marry. Me, the wife of that boorish, brainless. Madame Gaston, can't you just see it? Madame Gaston, his little
Have you seen Gaston?
You just missed him. Wait a minute, where did you get that scarf?
This? In the woods. Pretty nice, huh?
That belongs to my father.
Yeah, well, finders, keepers.
LeFou, I want you to think hard and tell me exactly where you found that.
No.
Think!
Somewhere in the woods.
Harder!
Ow! Near the crossroads, okay? Ow!
He's still out there somewhere. LeFou, you have to take me back.
Not in the woods again.
Don't you see? Something must have happened. You have to take me back.
Not on your life.
Then I'll find it myself.
Couldn't keep quiet, could we? Just had to let him stay, didn't we? Serve him tea, sit in the master's chair.
I was trying to be hospitable. And Cogswell, he blamed me for trying to maintain what's left of my humanity. Look at us. Look at you.
What about me?
You were always insufferable. But every day become a little more inflexible, a little more tightly wound, a little more ticked-off.
Please spare the stupid puns.
At least we've not gone so far as some of the others. You saw what happened to Michelle.
Oh, she was always too vain for her looks, and that's exactly what she's become.
A vanity.
Little drawers, mirrors, the works.
A poor Jean-Claude.
Who?
Jean-Claude, not so bright, dumb as
A brick!
the whole wall.
John called the brick what?
That's in the kitchen behind the stove. Oh, and you remember Guillaume, the houseboy?
Oh, that mealy-mouthed little bootlicker. I never liked him. He was groveling at the master's feet.
He's a doormat.
Perfect!
Oh, it's happening to us all. Slowly but surely, we'll all gradually become dead.
But why did we have to get dragged into this whole spell business? It's not like we drugged the old, poor beggar woman out on her ear.
Is it not our fault too? Are we not responsible for the way the master is?
I suppose so.
All I know, that one day I will melt into nothing. I just hope there's something left of me if the master ever breaks the spell.
Hold on, old man. We've got to hold on. Hello? Is anyone here? Hello?
It's a girl!
Yes! Of course! I can see it's a girl!
It's a girl!
Come here! Mama! You would not believe what I just saw! 9 trillion, million, thousand years! That's Chip! No, it's the greatest thing that everybody's been waiting for since I don't even know when! Oh, right, Chip, what is it? There's a girl in the castle! Bless my soul, wouldn't that be? No, but there really is! Now, Chip, I won't have you making up wild stories, getting everyone's hopes up for no reason. Mrs. Potts, did you hear? There's a girl in the castle! I told you, and she's real pretty, too! I don't know about that.
Oh, this is it! This is a girl who will come and break the spell!
Wait a minute, let's not be too hasty.
After all these years of happy day! We must tell the others, no?
Yes. I mean, no. Wait a minute!
Hello, is anyone there? Please, I'm looking for my father. Papa!
How did you find me?
Your hands are like ice. We have to get you out of here.
You must leave this place now.
Who's done this to you?
Let's go.
No, I won't leave you here. Who's there? I know someone's there. Who are you?
The master of this castle.
Then you're the one responsible for this. Release my father at once.
I am the master of this castle. I do not take orders from anyone. Program!
Oh, wait, please forgive me. Can't you see he's not well?
Then he should not trespass to you.
He's an old man. He could die.
He came into my home uninvited, and now he'll suffer
Since the girl is going to be here, spending some time with us, but I have to give him a more comfortable room.
You couldn't let me say goodbye.
What?
I'm never gonna see him again, and you couldn't let me say goodbye.
I'll show you to your room.
My room?
You want to stay in the dungeon?
No.
Then follow. Would you follow me? This is your home now. You may go any way you like, except the west wing.
Why? What's
It is forbidden! You would never do that. Do you understand? Do you understand?
Yes.
This is your room. I hope you'll be comfortable. If you need anything, a servant will attend to you. And one more thing. You will join me for dinner. That is not a request.
Yes, I made the choice, for Papa I will stay. But I don't deserve to lose my freedom in this way. You monster. If you think that what you've done is right, well then, you're a fool. Think again. Is this home? Is this where I should learn to be happy? That a home could be dark and cold. I was told every day in my childhood, even when we roamed. Should be where the heart is. Never was so true. My heart's broke, far away. Home is what do I have to return to the life that I knew lately? And to I complain that all provincial is this home? Am I here for a day or forever? Shut away from the world until who knows when. As my life has been altered, once it can change again. Change every lock and key. Nothing lasts, nothing holds all of me. My heart's torn, far away, home and
Knock, knock. What is it? Mrs. Potts. I thought you might like some tea. Come in. Nothing like a nice cup of tea to make the world seem a bit brighter.
You're Mrs. Fritz. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Careful, Dolly!
Who are you?
Madame de la Grande Bouche. Perhaps you've heard of me.
Sorry.
Oh, you see, they've forgotten all about me. One can be in that quote. They toast of you, the brightest star to ever grace the stage. But then followed with one that's special.
Wait, this is impossible.
I know it is, but here we are. What shall we dress you in for dinner? This is nice. But how would you like to borrow one of my gowns? Let me see what I have in my drawers. Here we are. I wore this the night I performed at the Royal Opera. The king himself was there. Although I have no prayer fitting into it now. Take it.
It's very kind of you, but I'm not going to dinner.
Don't be silly. Of course you are. You heard what the master said.
He may be your master, but he's not mine. I'm sorry, this is all happening so fast.
That was a very big thing you did, my dear.
We all think so.
I'm gonna miss my papa so much.
Cheer up, child. I know things may seem like right now, but you want some despair. We're here to see you through. I hope that we'll be friends, though I don't know you well. If anyone can make the most of living in the wild, it's you.
Tangled with the wrong man.
Darn right.
No one says no to Gaston. Dismissed, rejected, publicly humiliated. It's more than I can bear.
More beer?
What for? Nothing else. I'm disgraced.
Who, you? Never. Gaston, you've got to pull yourself together. Gosh, it disturbs me to see you, Gaston, looking so down in the... Every guy you'd like to be you, Gaston, even when taking your lumps. There's no man in town as admired as you. You're everyone's favorite guy. Everyone's on and inspired by you. And it's not very hard to see why. No one's like Gaston. No one's like Gaston. No one's like as incredibly like Gaston. But there's no man in town as many. Perfect, a pure and welcome. You can ask any topic or Stanley, and they'll tell you whose team they prefer to be on. No one lives like Gaston, a keep like Gaston. No one's got as well left in his tin like Gaston.
As a specimen, yes, I'm intimidated.
By what a guy like Gaston. Gives life for honor, gives love, gives you. Gaston is the best and the rest is all kids. No one life like Gaston doesn't life like Gaston. He's a wrestling match, nobody fights like Gaston. There's no one as early and brawny.
As you see, I've got license to spare.
Not a bit of him sprightly or scrawny.
That's right. And every last inch of me's covered with hair.
No one hits like Gaston, and it's with like Gaston.
that I pour dozen eggs every morning to help me get large. And now that I'm grown, I eat 5 dozen eggs, so I'm probably the size of a barge.
He's got locked in a dungeon. Bill, we must go at once. Not a minute to lose.
Whoa. Slow down, Reese. Who's got locked in a dungeon?
A beast. A horrible, monstrous beast.
Is it a big beast?
Yes, huge. Yes.
And a long, ugly snout?
Hideously ugly.
Sharp, cruel fangs.
Yes. Will you help me? Will you help me?
Sure, we'll help you, Maurice.
Thank you. Fine. Then I'll go back there and get her out myself.
It's always good for a laugh.
Crazy old Maurice. Crazy old Maurice. Love Brew, I'm afraid I've been thinking.
A dangerous pastime.
I know, but that wacky old coot is Val's father, and his sanity's only so-so. Now the wheels in my head have been turning since I looked at that crazy old man. See, I promised myself I'd be married to Belle, and right now I'm evolving a plan. If I,
Yes?
then me,
No, we're she.
yes,
Now I get it. Let's go.
no one wants my yes, not take cheap shots like yes, no.
You heartless crackpots like Gaston.
Yes, I'm endlessly, wildly resourceful.
As Jack the Deputy said.
I Gaston?
Friends who taste like Gaston.
Who can make a big sandwich with brains like Gaston? So his marriage we soon will be celebrating. My what a god, Gaston.
Well, what is it? Is dinner ready, Mrs. Potts? Just about. I haven't the faintest idea what the girl likes, so I've cooked up just about everything in the kitchen. Good, good. Well, don't sit around gaping. Get back to work.
You tell him.
I can't. Tell me what?
Well,
If you have something on your back.
What on earth are you talking about? What is it?
It appears to be a winding handle of sorts.
Well, walk it off me.
don't come on.
What do you mean it won't come off? What is happening? It's the smell, I'm afraid.
I'm just trying to relax.
Relax! Relax! How can I relax with there's a appendage on my back? What's gonna go next, my mind?
Just try to stay calm.
I'm frightened, Lumiere.
I know, but yeah.
We're all in this together.
It's time for dinner. Where is she?
I'll see about her. Won't be a minute.
I thought I told you to come down. What's taking so long?
Master, you must be patient. The girl's lost her father and her freedom all in one day.
Master, you consider that this girl to be the one who breaks
This man? Of course I have. I'm not a fool.
Perfect. You fall in love with her, she falls in love with you, and poof, we're human again by midnight.
Lumiere doesn't work like that. Things take time.
Oh, we do not have time. The process already done too well.
It's no use. She's so beautiful and I'm... Well, look at me.
He has a point.
Master, you must help her see past all that.
I don't know how.
Well, you could start acting more like a gentleman, straighten up, and just be better.
Embrace her with your rapier wit
But be gentle.
and shower her with compliment.
But be sincere. And above all,
What?
you must control your temper.
Well,
What?
where is she?
Who? Oh, yes, the girl. She's in the middle of circumstances being the way they are. She's not coming. She's not coming.
What did you say?
She's not coming.
We'll see about that!
Your lordship, your grace, your eminence, let's not be hasty!
Stand aside, Lumia, move! I thought I told you to come down to dinner!
Not hungry.
I am the master of this castle, and I'm telling you to come to dinner!
I'm telling you, I'm not hungry.
You're hungry when I say you're hungry!
Don't be ridiculous.
What did you say?
You can't go around ordering people to be hungry. It doesn't work like that.
I can...
Besides, it's rude.
Oh, rude is it? Then how about this? If you don't come down to dinner, I will drag you out by the hair! Master, that might not be the best way to win the girl's affection!
Please attempt to be a gentleman.
But why is she being so difficult? Why are you being so difficult?
Why are you being such a bully?
Because I want you to come down to dinner!
So, you admit you're being a bull. Oh, deep breaths, Master, deep breaths.
I'll give her one last chance. Would you be so kind as to join me for dinner? Please!
No, thank you.
Fine, let's start! Master! If she doesn't eat with me, she doesn't eat at all! Oh, what was I thinking? You'll never be human again.
It appears so.
Well, what would you two have us do? Give up?
I can't give up until I hear the sound of my boy's laughter as he runs through these halls again. Quite right, Mrs. Potts. We mustn't give up while there's still a chance. Lumiere, stand watch at the door, and if there's the slightest change, inform me at once.
Oui, mon capitaine. As nicely, she refuses. What is she going to do? Beg? Show me the girl.
Temperament's but underneath all that bad effort, he's not such a bad fellow. Why don't you give him a chance?
Why should I? Did he give my father a chance?
Well, no, but once you get to know him.
I don't want to get to know him. I don't want to have anything to do with him.
I'm just fooling. She sees me as anything but a monster. How long must this go on? This cruel trick of fate. I simply make one careless wrong decision, and then that which was gone, and left me in this state, an object of revulsion and derision. Hey, is there no one who can show me how to win the world's forgiveness? No, what did I say? Impress her with your wit, sound her with compliments, act like a gentleman, act like a gentleman, man. Beppo, come to me, my little flock.
It's not innocent. You're not loving anymore. Oh, so
Oh, Bebe, you cut me to the whip. You think a little thing like that would change my feelings for you? Now you really tickle my fancy. Oh, yeah.
Actually, madam, I am a little hungry.
I'll ring for Mrs. Potts and see you an Oreo while we wait.
That's all right. I'll go myself.
But what about the master? He's really not gonna like this.
I know.
Dear.
I like that girl. I like her spunk. Well, if you ask me, she was just being stubborn. After all, the master did say please.
Well, I think that may be the first time I've ever heard him use that word.
I believe you're right.
Well, at least she's starting to have a good influence on him. Oh, there you are, dearie. Glad to see you out and about.
I'm Cogsworth, head of the household.
Good! The girl! She's gone! I swear that I have never left her! Say, vamos!
This is Lumiere. Stop, stop. If there's anything we can do to make your stay more comfortable, anything at all. I am a little hungry.
Except Cogsworth.
Well, you heard what the master said.
Oh, pish tosh. I'm not about to let the poor child go hungry.
Fine, she can have a glass of water and then her crust of
No. This girl is not our prisoner. She is our guest, and she must be treated as such.
Fine, but keep it quiet, because if the master finds out, you'll be your necks.
Of course, Father. What is dinner without listening to music?
Music!
Chantez, mademoiselle. Welcome, the deepest part of great pleasure. Now we'll invite you to sit down, relax, pull up a chair. As the dining room proudly presents your dinner. We are guests. Put our service to the test. And next one, your test. How we provide the rest. Soup du jour, hot water. My way only is to serve. Right and grace of splendid. No belief as the dishes. And see. After all the bits, it's promise. I'm a boy. I'm all set. Oh, John, you take the glass and you'll be our guest. We are guests. We are guests. Oh, candlestick.
Let it go and burn it, take time you can run.
Go on and bring your glass. You want your own green glass. You be our guest. No stress. It's my dining. Yes. Be our guest. Be our guest. Be our guest.
Get your worries off your chest. Let us stay put on our dream, even our red and we say yes. Child red, child soup, from a girl of the deep. It's a dream already died. I don't believe he has to try to
Singing cool and sing deep. What an entertaining me. How could anyone be with me undepressed? To make you shout, encore, and tell the song. Come on, so be our guest.
be our guest. It's a gift, take your life, I'll be blessed. Life's important, thank the Lord, I'd rather napkins freshly pressed. With just chill on teeth, and my dear, that's fine with me. Fallen cups do this, I'm shooing, are we pumping, are we proving, are you pumping, fighting constant, heaven seeks in that box of fire. Nobody impressed, we gotta watch it. Get one more or two. For you are good. She's our girl. 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 She's our girl.
Life is so unfair. Not sad. All without to wake up. Y los brotes are gone. Take it! We've been rusting. So much more than dusting. We've exercised and just to use our skills. What if we just leave our castle? Later, you want me to what's it is?
Come here! This is my far now! This is my
you did was wonderful. Good show, everyone! Good show! Well done! Well done! Would you look at the time? Off to bed.
I couldn't possibly go to bed now. It's my first time in an enchanted castle.
Enchanted? Who said anything about the castle being enchanted? You wasn't it?
I figured it out myself. I'd like to look around if that's all right.
Perhaps you would like a tour?
I'm not sure if that's a good idea. We don't want you know who poking around you know where, if you know what I mean.
Perhaps you'd like to take me. I'm sure you know everything there is to know about the castle.
Well, actually, I do. May I draw your attention to our hand-painted ceilings, complete with shows, frolicking delights, amidst the nymphs and centaurs.
Act like a gentleman. Act like a gentleman. This will be good. Oh, Belle? Belle?
And if you will note our unusual inverted archways, you will see that is another example of the late neoclassic Baroque period. And as I like to say, if it's not Baroque, don't fix it. May I draw your attention to mine? Don't you do the Bavarian?
Lumir, it's all so beautiful. If only he weren't here.
Act like a gentleman. I'm nothing but a fool.
And thanks to some quick thinking on my part, the disaster was averted, and a stone of that weight never poured in this area again.
What's up there?
Oh, that's it!
My appendage. Nothing of interest to the West Wing.
Ah, so that's the West Wing.
Now you've done it.
I wonder what he's hiding up there.
Hiding? What an idea!
Hiding.
Then it wouldn't be forbidden, would it?
Perhaps Mademoiselle would like to take a look at something different. We have exquisite tapestries dating all the way back to the Aloysius, the Pretentious.
Maybe later.
Perhaps you would like a tour of the garden? Or the library?
You have a library?
Oui!
Yes! Market the books! Cascade the books! Clockwork! Tap the books! Where's the books?
Books with pictures!
More words than you'll ever be able to read in a lifetime!
I found that wonderful penalty paper!
Now let me see that. Just hold still.
Ah! That hurt!
If you held still, it wouldn't hurt as much.
If you wouldn't run away, this wouldn't have happened.
If you wouldn't have frightened me, I wouldn't have ran away.
Well, you should have been in the West Wing!
You should learn to control your temper. Now just hold still. This may sting a little. By the way, thank you for saving my life.
Well,
Well, that's more like it. I knew they could get along if they tried.
So the ice is finally broken.
And not a moment too soon. Have you taken a good look at the rose lately? It's losing petals at an alarming rate. Not to mention the fact that I can hardly bend over anymore.
Obviously, it is time for us to give them a little push. Let's find a nice romantic way to bring them closer together.
I have just the thing. How about we warm you two up a bit with a nice bowl of soup?
Soup?
Trust me.
Something sweet and almost kind. But he was neat and he was certain unrefined. And now he's here and so unsure. I wonder why I didn't see him there before.
Cheers! Come along, sweetie. Let's get out
glance this way. I thought I saw. And when you touch, it sure at my core. It can be. I'll just ignore. Yet she's never attacked me that way before. And she slapped at me. I feel choked up. My heart is pounding. And I can't breathe.
Good.
That's good! Excellent! I've never felt this way about anyone before. Won't you give me something? What?
Well, there's the usual things, like flowers and chocolates and promises you don't intend to keep.
No. This is no ordinary girl. You have to give her something special. Something that will spark her interest. Something like...
What? Are you sure? What should be good?
Yes, that's the man shot only just as relaxing it.
Say something about the dress! It's purple! A compliment! What a nice dress!
Thank you.
Oh, well, I have something to show you. But you can close your eyes first, it's a surprise. Get the girl!
Can I open them?
Alright, now!
Can't believe it! I've never seen so many books in my whole life.
Like it?
It's wonderful.
Then it's yours!
King Arthur, one of my favorites. Have you read it? No. Then you don't know what you're missing. I'd love to read it again. Wait, you read it.
That's alright.
No, really, you read it.
No.
No, you read it. You never learned to read?
Only long enough.
Well, it just so happens this is the perfect book to read aloud. Come here, sit by me.
Well, who has gone?
Oh, bless my soul, who had known, oh, who indeed?
Who would have guessed they come together on their own?
So peculiar we did see, all here is one. There may be something there that wasn't there before. Perhaps there's something there that wasn't there before. What? There may be something there that wasn't there before. What's there, Mom? Shh, I'll tell you when you're older. Come along, let's give them some privacy. Yes, Chip? Why would be a boy again? I hope so. Then why no? Soon. If it's to be, it'll be very soon now. Come along, son. Knowing not that this was indeed the legendary sword called Excalibur, Arthur tried to pull it from the stone. He tried once, to no avail. He tried a second time, but still he could not pull it out. Then for the third time, Arthur drew forth the sword. Wait and see.
I didn't know what's come of that.
Do what?
Take me away from this place. Make me forget for a while.
Forget?
Who I am. What I am.
We have something in common, you know.
What?
In the town where I come from, people think I'm odd.
You?
So, I know what it's like to be different. I know how lonely that can be. The third time, Arthur drew forth the sword, and there arose from the people a great shout. Arthur is king.
Told you so.
They're still in there?
Yes, so far he's been a perfect gentleman.
You know what, Mama? I have a funny feeling inside. I don't know what it is, but it makes me feel all bubbly.
It's hope, son. I've been feeling it too.
We, my little friend, the time we've been waiting for may be at hand.
If only that were true, Louis.
Doing it again. Just think what that means. I'll be cooking again, eating again, with a metal ceremony charm. When I'm human again, only human again, poison polished to beaming with charm. I'll be haunting again, cheap and sporting again.
Which should conceal the husband's alive.
I'll jump down off this shelf and to sweet be myself. I can't wait to be human again.
When we're human again, only human again. When we're in person, what does no more?
Little push, little shove,
They could fall in love. I'll share you all day, all be touch more. I'll wear lipstick and rouge, and my work is so huge. While easily fit through that door. I'll make suits of affair, I'll wear gowns and have hair. It's my turn to be human again. When I'm
now why that is great.
Thank you.
to a convent, and no one could ever make her smile again. What's the end?
What's a mutual story?
I knew you'd like it. I'd like to ask you for something.
What's that?
A second chance. Would you have dinner with me tonight?
Dinner? Me? With you? Then yes! My senses so free. For meeting me on such late notice. Is here dark?
I don't usually leave the asylum this late, but this fellow said it would make it worth my while.
See, I have my heart set on Mary Bell. She needs a little persuasion.
Turn him down flat.
It's like this, you see. There's a danger I'll be thwarted and denied my honeymoon. For the pretty thing I've courted refuses to swoon. So the time has come for a murky plan, for which I turn to a murky man. Where better than the Maison I don't take this girl for granted. There's no path I haven't used. For her heart, no seed unplanted, no flower unstrewn. But quite amazing to relate, she doesn't want me for her mate.
Which forces him to contemplate
The Maison I don't wish to see Martha too, but I don't know how I can be of use. For I love people up, I'm not alone. I'm a beautiful fish, a nasty vicious streak.
Please speak.
It spells father, who's your client. She adores that old buffoon. She'll be forced to be compliant. We get the daughter through the net. You just pronounce the old boy man.
and she slammed up in your car.
The Maison do I make myself entirely clean? the simplest plan of my whole Falconry. Put Maurice away and she'll be here in moments. In a dreadful state, to capitulate to me. Very soon, but please don't bring him in late. Our check-in time's due.
So
Make my bachelor goodbye to be my wife.
he'd rather die than have her daddy.
Ossified in my sordid salute. So the church raised glasses high to the Mason Deluge.
Master, tonight is the night that you confess your love.
I'm not sure I can do this.
You must.
You care for the girl, don't you?
More than anything,
Then why not tell her?
I can't.
You must.
There will be a beautiful music, exquisite candlelight provided by myself. And when the moment is right,
But how do I know the moment is right?
You'll feel slightly nauseous.
no! You will feel it here, and then you will speak from the heart.
I must speak from... I can't!
You must.
Master, what are you afraid of?
Nothing.
Master,
I'm afraid she might
She might what?
laugh at me.
well, that is a chance you must build up the courage to take.
I really don't think I can do this.
Here, perhaps this will help bolster your spirits.
Ah!
Now, Master, I know you. for asking me to dinner.
Dinner was wonderful.
Belle, are you happy here?
Oh yes, everyone's so kind. Mrs. Potts, Lumiere.
With me?
Yes.
Can you speak from... Is something wrong?
I was thinking about my father. I'd love to see him again.
There is a way. The mirror. It was in English.
I'd like to see my father, please. Oh no! Something's wrong! Puppy's lost in the woods! Oh, I should...
Go to him.
What?
Please go to him.
What about...
Not a prison anymore. You haven't been for a long time. Take it. There's a way to look back. Remember.
Never heard it. Yes?
Go. I'll never see you again.
Well, Master, I must say, everything is just going swimmingly. I knew you had it in you.
I let you go.
You what?
Why would you do that? I had to.
But why? After all this time, he's finally learned to love.
Wait, that's your righteous spell.
It's not enough. She has to love him in return. And now it's too late! The end of everything, but somehow things changed. How? I don't know, but I see him differently now. It's funny, when I look around, I see the whole world differently. There's been a change in me, a kind of moving on, not what I used to be. I still depend
afternoon.
Sir Dart.
I've come to collect your father.
What?
Don't worry, we'll take good care of him.
My father's not crazy.
He was raving like a lunatic. We all heard him, didn't we? Yeah!
All right, come quietly now.
I won't let you do this.
Tell us again, old man, just how big was that beast?
Well, he was huge. He was at least more like 10 feet tall.
You don't get much crazier than that.
It's true, I tell you. What are you doing? Let me go.
Tell me, Maurice, when did you start having these delusions?
It's not a delusion. The beast is real, and so is the talking clock.
Oh, poor Val. It's a shame about your father.
Son, you know my father's not crazy.
I can clear up this little misunderstanding if
What?
you marry me.
What?
Just one little word, Val. That's all it takes.
Never!
Fine! Have it your way then! Take the old man!
Wait,
No, wait! I have something to prove my father's not crazy. Show me the beast. My friend.
I didn't know better than see your dealings with this monster.
He's not Monster Gaston, you are!
She's as crazy as the old man. She thinks this beast is her friend. Well, I've hunted wild beasts before. I've seen what they can do. He'll come for your children. He'll take them in your life.
I would never do that!
I said, forget the old man. Let's kill the beast. So it's time to take some action, boys. It's time to follow me. Through the woods, through the darkness and the shadows. It's a nightmare, but it's one exciting ride. Say a prayer, then we're there at the drawbridge of a castle, and there's something truly terrible inside. It's a beast, razor sharp and wide, massive paws, killer claws, you're the beast. Hear him roar, see him blow, but we're not coming home till he's dead. When he's dead, we'll kill the beast.
Why will you do this?
Try and stop us.
Papa, this is all my fault. I have to go back and warn him. No!
I've lost the buck spell. I'm not going to look at you again.
We're in the village of the beast. Who's with me?
I am!
I am!
Screw your courage to the stinking place.
Take out Gaston to be the way. Through all this, through the wood, here within a haunted castle, something's lurking that you can see every day.
It's a beast, one as tall as a mountain. We won't rest till he's good and to see. Sally forth, rally home, grab your sword, grab your bow. Praise the Lord and give him love. We'll lay siege to the castle and win his head. We don't riot, what we do. We stand and crack and stairs as if this monster is mysterious and mean. Bring your guns, bring your knives, save your children and your life. Save our village and our life. But kill the beast! Take all the booty you can find! Remember, the beast is mine!
Gaston, I wanna go home.
Nothing Cassidy's unburied! He's a mountain anymore. Southern cotton. Blood beer.
You look like you could use a nice cup of tea.
Tea? Well, thank you.
Take that. Mom.
Where'd everybody go?
You're even uglier than the flesh. Get up! Oh, what's wrong, Beast? You're nice and crazy like that, huh? What's wrong? You actually love her, didn't you? You could totally throw another love thing like you. You're full. She hated you. She sent me here to kill you. No! It's over. Now is mine!
Oh, I did. I